see, after Johnny Cash, Vince Gill. Look at us. After all these years together.
I wonder who's singing with him now. Up there beyond the pearly gates, I heard Dean Martin singing a Johnny Cash song. He said, "Oh, this is Dean Martin. I love to sing a Johnny Cash song." I keep a close watch on his heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the timelines because you're mine. I drink all the time. Now you know if Dean Martin's singing that song up there with Cash, you know Sinatra's got to be there somewhere. I find it very, very easy to be true. The question is, to be true to who? Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool, it's true, because it's you. Doobie-doobie-doo. Right. Archie needed Bunker. Archie needed Bunker met at the pearly gates. They're all together up there, you gotta know that. Edith, what are you doing up here, huh?
Well, I came up here to sing with you, Archie.
Archie, you can't come up here and sing.
Why not?
It wouldn't be heaven no more. You think there's any politicians up there beyond the pearly gates? Maybe just one. Give me an E chord. I keep a close watch on these tapes of mine. I keep my eyes right on them all the time. I clip the ends off for the splice that bind, because they're mine. I tap the line, because you're mine. I walk the line. Thank you so much. You know, you see, you can have fun with politics. It doesn't have to be all mean and nasty. I did a show up at the White House a couple of times, some years back, and at the time, Bill Clinton was president. Of course, he's from Arkansas, and Johnny Cash is from Arkansas. So the President of the United States walked up to me with a request. He said, "Hey, Johnny, how about doing Ring of Fire?" And at the time, he was having trouble with the press and some things that he was involved in. And I thought, with everything he's going through, why does he want me to sing a song that starts out, "Love is a burning thing"? Hey, would you do that song for me? So I thought, yeah, I can do that, except one big problem there. That song starts out with trumpets. And we didn't have any trumpets at the time. So I had to improvise. Here's what I did.
Devil woman, let go with me. Devil woman, let me be and leave me alone. I'm going back home. hear tell you're doing well. Good things have come to you. I wish I had your happiness and you had a do-wacka-do, wacka-do, 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 wacka-do.
Some of the younger stars are singing with some of the older stars.
I came here looking for something I couldn't find anywhere else. Hey, I'm not trying to be nobody. I just want to change to be myself.
I've spent 1,000 miles of thumbing. Yes, I've worn blisters on my heels, trying to find me something better here on the streets of Bakersfield. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Ernest Tubb. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep awake, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying that my heart breaks riding too. Walking the floor over you. The only female voice I do is when I have a bit in the show when I do Archie and Edith Bunker.
Oh, boy.
Together, they do the theme song.
Uh-huh.
And oh, geez, you never know when I'm gonna do that, huh?
Oh, yeah, and me and Archie do a song, too.
I've got Willie and Julio and Bill Clinton
Willie and Julio and Bill.
singing
Okay, let's hear it.
To all the girls I've loved before, who travel in and out the Oval Office door. We're glad they came along. We dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before. And then Willie.
Yeah.
To all the girls I've loved before. You know, and even the politicians, remember,
Oh, yes.
what's his name? But even keeping it topical, let's see, Clinton and, well, you know, I like to put Reagan in the show. And then I have a little press conference where a quote-unquote reporter will say to the president, President Bush, a recent poll, it says that half of the American people love you and half of the American people hate you. What do you think of that? I think it's the other way around. Every Christmas time, I watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, yes.
Well, I never miss a John Wayne picture either. But I throw in the younger country artists, the older country, depending on the audience. And if it's an older audience, you know, I might even get my violin and do Jack Benny. And then Jack Benny will introduce George Burns and. What do you want me to sing, man?
What do you want, guys? What song?
Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right with you. That's all right, Mama. And just any way you do, that's all right. Maybe just a little bit of this. Down, 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 be doo ah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, 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 ah. Only the lonely know the way I feel tonight. Only the lonely know this feeling ain't right. Politicians, sometimes they just get no respect. No respect. Hey, I'll tell you, I don't get no respect. My wife is so frigid her side of the waterbed's frozen. My wife says, why don't you ever tell me that you love me? I said, I told you I loved you on our wedding night. If anything changes, I'll let you know. I'll tell you, my wife is such a terrible cook, we pray after the meal. I always know it's supper time, the smoke alarm goes off. I don't get no respect. When I was born, the doctor slapped my mother.
When I was a young man, I told my father I was going to go ice skating on the lake. He said, why don't you wait till it warms up a little? Find yourself around a group of people that you know are kind of your same age, and you kind of look at them and you think to yourself, boy, do I look that old? Well, a little bit of that kind of happened to me a few weeks ago. I went to a brand new lady dentist in Nashville. She was a very attractive older lady dentist. You know, she had the silvery hair and a little bit of lines here and but she was very attractive. So I'm sitting there in the chair, looking around, and she's preparing her tools over here. And I see her diploma on the wall, and I read the name. And I thought I recognized the name. I thought, oh my gosh, this can't be the same girl that I had a crush on when we were both seniors in high school. It can't be. And I said, hey, are you, she says, yeah. I said, did you graduate Franklin High School, class of 74 in Portland, Oregon? She said, I sure did. I said, wow, this is really something. I think you're in my class. And she looked at me and said, really? What did you teach? Good evening, this is Johnny Carson. Hasn't it been cold lately? It's been so cold. It's been so cold that Ed saw a congressman with his hands in his own pocket. Now, the economy is still not where it should be, and for some people it's still quite a challenge. Earlier this evening, I saw a woman, one of those ladies of the evening, a working girl, holding a sign, and the sign said, no payments until 2012. Last week, I was in an Italian restaurant, and one of those same kinds of ladies was trading her special talents for an Italian meal. Would that make her a prostitute? Okay. The answer is chicken teriyaki. And the question is, name the oldest surviving kamikaze pilot.